tell you.
No
What?
chance. You got subtitles?
Come on, let's go.
You got them? Yeah.
The longest interview you've done, possibly. What's the longest interview you've done? Is it this one? Is it going to be this one?
It depends how long we.
Okay,
drag
you've
it.
done long, so then don't
Like,
think this will be
The one
an
last
issue.
year at the end of the season?
That wasn't long.
Exactly, that's the longest one.
Oh, the one that we did like with all the players in that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That wasn't long. Hopefully this will be longer. We're going to break a record here. Since you're going
I
to
can
break
just
one
fall over
in any
here, by the
case.
way, and then it's out the window.
Don't jump off, Con. Okay, cool. Con, you've been here 2 years now. We're in a really nice part of the city as well. I think you've come here a couple of times. We went to the animal dispensary. You've been to a couple of places in Chennai. So just, what do you think of the city in general so far?
No, I love it. I say this is the second year now. Obviously, the weather for me is brilliant. Compared to back home, it's very cold. So, but even the people, the place, it's lovely. And I say I've loved every minute of it. That's why I came back for a second year. So yeah.
Okay, talking about the city, I think I had a conversation with Ashish last year. He was saying that you have some sort of like family connection here. What is that?
Well, the end of last year, like my dad was doing like a family tree thing, and basically his great grandfather came here in like 1850 or 1860, sometime with the war. Him and his wife came here. Obviously, they had a child, and then she ended up going back home. But yeah, we tried to find their gravestones last year. We couldn't find them because it was just unfortunate we couldn't do that. But we went to the church, and obviously they'd seen their death register. So they were definitely buried in Chennai. Just don't know where, which is unfortunate. But yeah, maybe that's why I was always meant to come here.
That's amazing. I mean, that doesn't happen often. I mean, especially in this circuit, it's never happened before. Okay, when did football start for you? What made you fall in love with football? How did that happen?
As long as I can remember, it's just been football. I say my mum said that I was drop kicking a football at 9 months, so
Oh, wow.
I was always interested for then. Yeah, she took me actually to my first football session. I think I was like 4, and she said I actually went to be a goalkeeper. So I'm glad that didn't work out because I definitely wouldn't be here. But yeah, it's just always been football really. As far as I can remember, growing up as a kid, it's just football every week, whether it was boys' club, and then obviously moved into different stages, different levels. But yeah, has its up and downs, but it's been great to me so far. So hopefully it continues.
Okay, so you started making, you got 4, said right now. Did football sort of like go the way you planned, or did you sort of end up doing something else? Just a summary of like your journey to becoming a professional footballer.
I think when everyone's younger, they always dream of being this professional footballer. It's the natural thing to happen. Also went to like a pro youth system until I was like 14, 15, and then you get released from that and you think, oh, the world's ending. So for a couple of years, it was just a matter of, I wasn't enjoying football as much. Just played with my friends really on an amateur on a Sunday. And then one of the teams I went to, I enjoyed that because I was just playing with friends. Done well enough, and then the following year I ended up joining the first team, which was Albion Rovers, the first team I played for professionally. And then it just a mad 6 months from there, changed the space of overnight, done really well there, and then signed with Sunderland on like the end of the transfer deadline in the January. And then from there it's just been up and down, but yeah, hopefully that's about learning that way. So I'll take it for everything I can from that, and then now I'm here. So it's been a rollercoaster journey, to be honest. I never thought a couple of years ago I'd be playing in India, but yeah, I've loved it. It's all part and parcel of it.
Okay. And I've already asked you this, and so you mentioned to me, so there was a week there where you were doing something else with a lifeguard, you said.
Yeah, well, I had a normal job. Well, I say a normal job.
Before football?
Yes, I left when I left school. I just had a job as a lifeguard. I say
When was that? What age?
17. So 17 till 19 till I left. I done that as like a part-time job. I was playing football part-time, and then I was planning on being an electrician. And then literally I got the job on the Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I signed for Sunderland, so it was like a mad 24 hours. So life changed very quickly. But yeah, I said a normal job before, so I think I kind of know what it's like to have kind of both sides, and I appreciate this one a lot.
Is there something else that you could get back to maybe one day?
I'd probably need to do a lot of sort of like learning stuff again. So I'm maybe a bit out it too much now, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. I'll try not to think about that as much. Like to enjoy football while I can. Hopefully, I'll get many more years to play for now.
Relatively, footballers start much younger, like even professionally, 16, 17 contracts. Your first one you said was at 19? The first
Yeah, the
professional contract.
part time one was 19, and then full time started. Yeah, when I was 19 and a half. Yeah, the January. So just coming up for 20 was my first like full time professional contract. So from there, I've came a long way. I think it's had many ups and downs, but it's been good.
So, because you started slightly later, do you think that's been slightly more challenging, or I mean, that's not really affected where you could have been, or where you are now? Is that, do you think?
No, I say it was good because when I was playing at that level, it was like I was 18, 19, and it was against grown men, so it kind of toughened you up a little bit. Obviously, when I went to Sun, it was more back to an academy. So, but no, I say it's a good learning curve, and I say it's set me in good stead for what I am now.
Mentioned played Rovers, Sunderland, Queens Park. How's that experience? Really, obviously, those are the top rounds of like world football. So also that's
Yeah, so it was good. Obviously, Robin Rovers, which is a small part-time club, and then moving to Sunderland was just a massive jump. Maybe too big a one for the time I was ready to move. And then obviously you go kind of don't do well, you go down a league, and then you don't do well again, you go down. So it's like try to pick yourself up and get back in. So obviously I went to Queen of the South, done really well and got a move to Motherwell, which was on that trajectory of going back up again. And then obviously I went on loan to Queen's Park where the gaffer they gave me a good chance, and I say that's led me here. So it's everything happens for a reason that way. It's just about kind of putting in the work and hopefully can keep doing well.
we moved back to Scotland now. How is it growing up in Scotland and then moving to India? And what do you miss the most?
Yeah, growing up was great. I say everything was just football for everything I can remember, which was great back then. Missing home, family, of course, obviously my girlfriend, my dog, like friends, just kind of having that group of people to kind of be around if you need help on anything. But it's been great, like living away. Obviously, this is the furthest I've ever lived away from home. It's been challenging at times and trying to adapt to a new culture, a new country. I say I definitely don't miss the cold weather back home. This is definitely lovely. But I say it's been great. Obviously, everyone at the club, our staff, obviously the players as well, help you settle in very well. Obviously, this year's been a lot easier, I think, just because I was familiar with the league, obviously everything here in Chennai, the staff and stuff. So it's been great. So the first couple of months was hard to get used to. I think I was ill all the time when I was out there injured, but now I say I'm settled. I feel great.
So, I mean, we were actually putting one in the car. So there's been a significant amount of changes from last year to this year. For example, you guys are not living together. There's been a little bit of reshuffling in terms of the team structure as well, in terms of the players going and coming. So how has that been? Just to you?
Yeah, also, to be fair, last year was a different thing for me, as in everyone living together, which I thought was great. It's especially when there's a lot of new players, you kind of need that to get used to what everyone's like and whatever. Also, this year's been a bit different, not everyone staying together, and also a lot of new faces as well. I think it's just it's been difficult at times. I think we've shown at the start. I think they were doing well. Also going through a bit of a rough patch just now, but they eventually end. Obviously, everyone's trying as hard as they can, and obviously when you get that, then more or not you're going to get the luck on the other end of it. So hopefully we're kind of through that bad patch, and we can show all that hard work that we've been putting in on the training ground, and it kind of pays off on the pitch now.
Okay, so your vote then is for team stays together instead of like on their own.
My vote would be stay together. Yeah, I like that.
We shall let them know. You've already visited BMAD with us once on your own a couple of times. You're constantly sort of feeding all the stray sort of dogs at training. So, animals, has that been like right from the get go, like when you were a child, or that's something that happened later in life?
I mean, I've always wanted a dog, but I didn't actually get one until about 3 years ago. But then, ever since I got my own dog, it's
You've been here.
well, yeah, but it's been great, and obviously because I don't see him from back home, I feel it's my duty to look after the dogs. I know I think a new dog turns up every day, so but no, I miss my own dog at home. So when I get the chance to, the ones at training especially, do something for them, then it might only be a wee thing, but it makes me happy. So I don't see why not.
That's lovely. Okay, now probably moving on to just the current season, our season. Um, the season's been pretty sort of tough, more up and down than last year, possibly. We've had an extra team's been added. So, just your thoughts on what's happened so far as a team, and then personally for you.
As a team, it's been, I say it's like roller coaster emotions. It's been up and down. It's probably been the inconsistency that's kind of killed us a little bit. I think we've shown glimpses of being really, really well, especially at the start, and then it's like we've had a few bad results and not kind of got ourselves back up to where we should be. Yeah, it's been hard, but I say everyone's put in so much work to try and make it right. It's just a matter of time before that happens, and I'm sure it will soon. For myself, yeah, statistically I'm doing better than last year, but I mean it doesn't really mean anything really if the team's not doing as great. I say I'd give all that to be doing well with the team. So I say, yeah, it's great, but it doesn't really do much when the team's not doing great. So I mean, if I can do good for myself and the team's doing great, then that'd be brilliant. Hopefully we can do that soon.
You could potentially, with another assist at 9, become the highest assister for Chennai in a season, and then with 3 more register top assister in the ISL. So does that sort of make any of this better, or what are your thoughts? I'm sure that's gonna come in the next 3 or 4 games. We're hoping for it. I know you sort of make that happen. So what would you say to becoming that from a league perspective and a club perspective? We've had like players like Rafa who played here for a long time, 8 assists for him in season 6, and Greg Stewart, another player you know pretty well, who has 10 in overall. So when those milestones are sort of reached, would you be as sort of happy as you are today?
I mean, it'd be nice, but it's like I'd give that up to get top 6 and get a chance to winning something. Like I say, it's a team sport. Like I say, individual, I'll say it's great. Hopefully I do, but it doesn't really bother me. I say if we can get top 6, that's my main priority. I say on this side, that's a nice thing for me, maybe the club as well, but that means nothing really at the end of the day.
Okay, last long question. Just Owen's influence in you getting here, pushing you to probably do a little more. And you said you're better this season. Actually, that has a lot to do with just getting accustomed to the climate here, etc.,
Yeah.
the system. But just Owen's influence in all of this for you.
Well, massive. I say without Owen being here, I wouldn't be here. I say even before I came here, he gave me the opportunity to go on loan at Queen's Park when he was there, which was great for me at that time because I wanted to play football, and he gave me that opportunity. And then obviously by coming here, he's gave me that opportunity again and again by this season. Obviously he's asked a lot more on me this year, playing in different positions, or even more recently being captain for a couple of games, which was great, great experience for myself. But yeah, he demands a lot, but I like to think I give everything I can to fill those requests that he asks of me. So hopefully I do that for the remaining games of the season.
Okay. And I mean, there have been allegations that your Owen's long lost son. How do you respond to those? Sam keeps telling me every day.
Negative.
Videographer, do you have any words for him? He wants you to say something on camera.
For him,
Yes.
I hope his neck gets better, and I love his singing.
You love it?
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. I think that's it. Good.
Done?